All right, so the other thing that I wanted to watch, because After Effects has still got a little bit to go. So, I talked to Vivzie. I sent her a message. She said it was fine to stream Hazbin Hotel, which I haven't seen yet. All right, we're gonna watch Hazbin Hotel by my friend Vivzie, and I'll be making comments as it goes along, I guess.
At the end of the rain.
By the way, I actually almost made the music for this. We were talking, but then I said I was way too fucking busy with my own shit. Because I was. Like making my own album and doing my own shit. I almost did the music for this.
Oh, there's happiness in to find it.
Would have been cool, but
I've tried, and my dreams.
It's not about money. It was literally about time. Because, like, you know, if I was going to do music for a project like this, which obviously she cares so much about, I would be putting my full efforts in, and like that is not something that I had the time to do. I still don't right now. This is very professional so far.
Waiting to find a little bluebird.
That was very reminiscent of Nightmare Before Christmas, that like clock tower with the countdown sort of thing. Seems kind of like Tim Burton-esque in some ways.
I can't let it get out I'm offering my services to randos on the street. It was a quick cash grab. You got it?
Whatever you say, slut.
Ouch! Ooh, such an insult. Let me know when you...
Oh my god!
There's
My drugs! Damn it!
There's slight tiny things that are off about this, that if I were seeing like a network produced sort of show, that I would be like a bit more critical of, but knowing that this is like, you know, someone's basically, I mean, like independent, like obviously they had a lot of help sort of thing. I think, was it crowdfunded? I'm not sure, but someone's passion project, basically, like pretty independent, like not studio made, which is like really cool. And I'm like really supportive of those kinds of things.
Hell will be mine, and everybody will know the name of Sir
I like the character design. It's in some ways like a mix between Burton and Vasquez, I guess. A little nice halfway point, but
Good afternoon. I'm Katie Killjoy.
And I'm Tom Trench. Chaos out of Pentagram City today is...
Let's do this. Just look at me and I'll mouth.
9 million views posted
on,
28th of
I know
October.
what to say. I just feel
awesome.
like we need to... Hi.
This is interesting so far. I mean, but at the same time, I mean, like being perfectly honest, much of this is because A, I know the person that made it.
Fun, son. All right.
And B, like this is a major step forward in terms of like independent creation, especially in animation. Like this is a milestone, I feel. It's like actually very important. So even though that there are, you know, a lot of people that might shun this as being like, oh, whatever, it's just some fucking bullshit, blah, 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 blah. I think it's actually very important. I think it's super cool that like a half-hour pilot was made just by like independent creation on YouTube. But let's keep watching.
I'm Charlie.
Katie Killjoy. I'd say it's a pleasure to meet you, but that would be a lie. You can put that away. I don't touch the gays. I have standards.
Yeah, how's that working out for you?
Look, my time is money, so
I haven't finished this yet, obviously. I I understand that there's a lot of like references to homosexuality. There's a lot of, or like a decent amount of like mature language. I feel like the format of what this is, like the appeal of this is kind of like almost younger demographic at the same time. Like this is like the perfect fucking show for 15-year-old emo girls, 15-year-old furries or whatever. Like this is the perfect show for like developing young adults, children to adults, whatever. And I feel like with this being a pilot, obviously like a lot of time, effort, and money is sunk into this to make this a thing, and it's incredibly successful for sure. However, the main issue, not one of my issues, I guess, but like something that I could potentially foresee being an issue is its marketability versus its integrity, I guess. So if this were to be picked up by, let's say, a network for television, or let's say turned into a film, there's no way that this would be marketable and still maintain this sort of like, oh yeah, we're going to say the word dick. Or, oh yeah, we're going to have a character who's like flamboyantly gay the entire time, and there's going to be a bunch of like gay references, right? So it would be great if it was picked up and it maintained its integrity. And if it was, then this would be a fucking landmark, honestly, in terms of creative content. But I mean, like, studios are going to be trying to make it marketable, like if they're going to be picked up, it's going to be in a sense of like, okay, how can we market this? And unfortunately, money is just a big part of the industry. Marketability is just a big part of the whole thing. So anyway, let's see how it goes.
Hi!
So don't get cute with me, honey, or I will fucking bury you.
And we're live.
Welcome back.
That
Go,
was a funny
Charlotte.
shot.
Such violence. So, I've been thinking, isn't
like
there
that
a more
character.
humane way
More
to
furry
hinder
shit.
overpopulation here in hell? I'm opening the first of its kind, a hotel that rehabilitates sinners. Would serve a purpose, a place to
It's undeniable why this is like so successful. It really is. Like this is very much like something that appeals to this like younger, not like super young, not like fucking, not necessarily like 10-year-olds, but like 13 through 18, like goth kind of like emo girls sort of demographic. Like this would be my favorite thing if I was like a young emo girl. It's very like kind of like Tim Burton-esque in a way. Vasquez also, a mix in between.
First reception! Yay!
It's got a good personality to it.
Maybe I'm not getting through to you.
Oh no.
Another furry over there.
Deep down inside,
There's a furry. There's a couple furries. Yeah, I hung out with Vivzi, the creator of this, at MFF last year. She was super cool. She was a lot of fun. She was great. She's a good person. Based on what the music is, I'm glad I didn't do it, because this suits what it is so much more than what I would create. I would create something entirely different. But I think that this suits what it is. Oh, what? What's the drama? You want to fill me on the drama? There's always drama about... I'm pretty fucking happy that I don't market my channel towards, like, Tumblrinas. Honestly. Because that's where all the drama is. I'm pretty fucking happy that my channel's, like, a little bit anti-PC in some ways. Because, like, as soon as you start marketing yourself towards Tumblrinas, people are going to take issue with fucking everything you create, no matter how PC you actually are, no matter how good of a person you actually are. They're fucking awful.
Wow! That was shit.
Again, like, I like the uncensored sort of aspect to this. Like, wow, that was shit. But you take away those aspects and it becomes infinitely more marketable for like what the show is. What the show is, like, there is like an edgy element to it in concept already, but it becomes like borderline unmarketable for, I guess, major corporations when you start including like these couple swear words every couple seconds, you know. I don't have an issue with it, but like if the goal is to sell your show and to get picked up, then that would be one thing that unfortunately you would have to compromise on.
We are receiving word that a new player has entered the ongoing turf war. Let's go to the live feed.
What kind of turf?
And right now.
This is like, in concept, like the ideas that are communicated through this are ones that are like so prevalent in so many young girls, and I don't mean too young, but like this is the most professional exploration of those ideas that I've seen. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have this gay character who's like addicted to drugs. You know, he's gonna. Well, we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'm getting like little vibes of like, oh man, like I knew these kids, sort of thing.
Oh, look at this! Tell us, how does it feel to be such a total failure?
Yeah, well, how does it feel that I got your pen, huh? Bitch! Oops.
Everything about this doesn't scream like it's as aimed for a mature audience as Rick and Morty, right? Like, I feel like Rick and Morty is able to get away with the type of shit that they do because, like, they're very clearly sort of, like, in this kind of, like, existential realm, you know? Like, they're very clearly more for a somewhat mature audience. This is, like, aiming at, I mean, perhaps not intentionally, but who knows? Like, this is definitely appealing to somewhat of a younger audience. I guess it really depends on what they would decide to keep if they get picked up.
Oh, harder, Daddy. Son?
You whores have no class.
I guess the benefit towards doing things like that, if you're going to have a character say like, oh, harder, Daddy, you can have jokes like, son, you know, like that other people won't do, right?
It just throws out my entire persona.
Your credibility. What about
It's like so perfect for like appealing to the demographic that would love this, you know? Like this is like, if this existed in 2007, it would be more popular than Invader Zim, sort of thing.
the hotels?
I think, man, like I want this to be successful. I love Vivzie, she's super cool, and I think that this is like such an awesome project to like share to the world. Like, it's crazy, like that this can be created and broadcast and just put on YouTube, right? However, I think that part of what makes this unmarketable is the fact that this likable gay character, not so much the gay part, they're a drug addict. Really. I mean, and it's kind of like glamorized in a way of like, oh yeah, I'm doing drugs. Oh yeah, I need liquor. Like, you're not going to be able to retain the original show if you want to sell it on like any kind of major platform, like any kind of like network show, turn it into a movie and have like producers and, you know, sell it with a studio. Like you're never going to be able to do that because in essence, like this is a product that is made for like younger people, whether Vivzi or anyone involved knows it or not. This is a product that is like geared towards 15-year-olds, 100%. 15-year-olds immediately, like ultimate demographic. 15-year-old girls, emo, gothic demographic. You're never going to be able to get any sort of like major studio or major network to be able to say like, yeah, we're going to retain this character who's like, yeah, we're glamorizing this character and they're addicted to drugs. I don't think that's possible. I think that's the major hump here. Like, if you want to sell it, you're going to have to make some changes, and it's unfortunate. Because, like, there's going to have to be some sort of decision where, like, if they get an offer to say, like, yeah, we're going to turn this into a show, or yeah, we're going to turn this into a film, they're going to have to lose that aspect. The gay part is not so much of an issue. Like, the gay part could be done this year, but the hey, I'm addicted to drugs, and this is a show that, whether intentionally or not, appeals to a younger demographic, that's the big hump that, you know, is going to have to be challenged here.
Where exactly do I go? To double hell? Sorry, you're stuck with me, bitch. Get used to it.
It is really glamorized. Is like, yeah, I get that it adds character, and yeah, I get that the target demographic is going to eat that shit up regardless. They're going to be like, oh yeah, that's like hilarious, or like, I guess, admirable, or cute, or whatever. But that's going to be like a major no-no in terms of like financing is the problem.
Just don't get your taco in it.
I'm gonna kill him.
Too
Yeah,
late,
the whole
Wait,
I'm addicted to
that make me
drugs and
double
alcohol
dead?
thing is not going to
Where
fly
exactly do I go?
for marketability.
To double hell?
Because he can't fight an audience
Listen,
that
who
way.
cares if some jagoff's got it?
Show me your feet. That's funny. Yeah, is there porn with these characters yet? That's a good question.
Hey, Vaggie.
What?
The radio.
Excuse my sudden visit, but I saw your fiasco in the picture show, and I just couldn't
like the
resist.
character
What a
design.
performance! Why, I haven't been
I like
glad
the
in a since the
style.
stock market crash of 19... Dear, if I wanted to hurt anyone here, I would have done so already. Now, I am here because I want to help.
Say what now?
There's so much intent here
Hello?
that
Is
I'm like
this thing
very
on? Testing?
supportive of.
Testing.
Well, I heard you loud and clear.
There's like tiny
you
things
want
that could be
to
improved.
help with...
After all, the world is a stage, and the stage is a world of entertainment.
I like the idea of
does
having a
this mean
character
you
that
think it's
sounds like
possible
that
to
the entire
rehabilitate a
time.
demon?
The radio demon. One of the most powerful beings hell has ever seen.
Not big on politics.
Ugh. Decades ago, Alistair manifested in hell, seemingly overnight. He began to topple
like this
overlords who had
style
been dominant
show.
for centuries. That kind.
He looks like a strawberry pimp.
Well, I don't
Strawberry
trust him.
pimp.
To be fair, do you trust any man? Any men? Men?
Charlie, listen to me. Charlie, whatever you do not make a deal
That's a
with
good
him.
shot. I like that
Don't
shot.
worry. I picked up... Hereby order that you
See,
help
that's
with
the
this
thing, though, is like me playing this right now, like someone could walk in on this and assume it's like some sort of like network television show. Like, it really has a lot of production quality for what it is. A lot of production value. Like, that's something to definitely appreciate.
Tell.
And what can you do, my effeminate fellow?
I can suck your dick.
Ha! No.
Your loss.
Well, this just won't do. I suppose I can cash in a few favors to liven things up.
See, that I could see, although like kind of pushing the boundaries a bit, I could see that being a thing. If someone wanted to pick this up because like obviously it's so successful, I could suck your dick, a line like that, I could see that selling. However, the I'm addicted to drugs aspect, like, oh no, I need some angel dust, or oh no, does anybody have any alcohol? That is the one element that I see potentially damaging its marketability. That's what makes it so sad in a way, is because there's a lot to value in this, but like that's the one thing that I see being like the detriment towards like selling this show. You would have to compromise that. You would have to compromise that. Because clearly this would be made for like some sort of young-ish demographic. The question is whether or not they're mature enough to, like, I could
This little darling is nifty. Hi, friend, I am doing some charity work, so I took it upon myself to volunteer your services. I hope...
I do love the concept. I've said this before, but I love the concept of a character that has that, like, radio-esque voice. I think that's pretty cool.
That's okay.
Are you shitting me?
No, I don't think so.
You thought it would be some kind of big fucking riot just to pull me out of nowhere? You think I'm some kind of fucking clown?
Maybe.
I ain't doing no fucking charity job.
Again, this is like 4 F words in a row. Marketability, not strong. You'd have to make compromises. Like, this is what's so sad about it. Like, I love what they're trying to do here, and it's so important for like the internet and like new media, but like unfortunately there's a lot of red tape, and like this pilot is something that was created by so many talents and was like thrust into this world by this like big explosion, but like you can't. They don't have infinite money to create the show. That's why this is a pilot, right? That's why this is parentheses pilot, right? It's not like, oh yeah, we have enough money, we're going to create this entire series. You have to make it marketable. That's the unfortunate aspect about this. And like, I love what it's trying to do, but like, if they're going to be sellable, they have to make some compromises. And if they make compromises at this point, once they've released their pilot, which they have, people are going to notice what the differences are in terms of like what is allowed on like some sort of larger big budget network studio project versus what this is, right? They're going to notice what the differences are, which is unfortunate. Which is, I mean, if the goal is to get picked up by a network or by a studio, then you should probably make it marketable to begin with, in my opinion.
Side of every demon is a lost cause, but we'll dress them up for now with just a smile.
Again, I almost made the music for this show. I was talking to Vivzie, and she was asking about, you know, getting music for like a project she was working on. And I said I was too busy. And as much as, you know, I would have loved to be a part of this, I feel like it's more appropriate that I didn't do it, because I would have created something entirely different for this. I would have created something completely different, and I think that this suits it so much more for what it's going for, honestly.
Your plan is sound.
My music is like way too personal. Like, if I'm gonna make music for like a musical, it's gonna be like depressing as shit. You know? It's gonna be weird.
I'm so
evil. I'm so evil.
Now, stay tuned.
That was cool. That was cool. Vivian, great job. You should be proud of that, honestly. Like, for an independent project, really. Like, honestly, that's super, super fucking cool. Yeah. So, like, really, I mean, like, this is something that can trick people into, you know, people joining the stream thinking, like, oh yeah, this is like some sort of network television show, right? Like it's a huge accomplishment. You should obviously be proud of this. My one criticism would be like, if the goal is to get picked up by a network or a studio, then unfortunately there are compromises that you would have to make in order for that to happen. Like, there are very minor elements to this that would have to be changed, but unfortunately, because you've already published them, like, the fans of this would obviously notice, like, you know, if it got picked up, it would be like, oh no, there's like none of the drug references for the gay spider character. There's no like F words or whatever. Like, those are the tiny, tiny things that you would have to change in order to make it marketable. Otherwise, you have a show, really. Yeah. I don't know if that's their original goal or not, honestly. I have to assume it is, because this is this is a pilot. It's not like episode 1, we funded the rest of them. It's a pilot, right? So you have to assume that there's some sort of marketability goal in mind, but...
We're going straight to hell with @Vivziepop #Hazbin Hotel coming to TV soon. Devil emoji.
Last time I played this, the entire thing went fine.
When you saw Hazbin Hotel, you said it might get censored since it has a lot of swearing and drug usage. How safe do you think it is in the hands of A24?
How safe do I think Hazbin Hotel would be in the hands of A24? I don't know. Are they trying to make a movie or a TV show? Because it was my impression that they were trying to make like a series, and that was like a pilot. Like, not a movie.
TV show.
Does A24 do TV shows? Because, like, A24 is not a network. So...
A24 said coming to TV, so I guess a TV show.
A24? Oh, so they're actually partnered with A24?
Yes.
Did they get picked up? Since when?
They tweeted about it and Viv responded. It's trending on Twitter.
Oh, that's cool. Well, fuck. Well, I'm happy to be proven wrong on that. If they are able to make the show that they wanted to and it's uncompromised, then fucking great. I could suck your dick.
Thanks for watching. My $5 and up patrons are Lemonade Warrior, Dana, Malav Shah, Rift, Diegesus, Mechadong, Brandon Stuper, and Pit Wang. Take care.